You don't even like us. How are you going to expect us to buy your stuff? Is Cardi B's new hair care line actually for Black women? Or are people projecting their personal issues onto its launch? I am the Black Socialite, and today we are discussing Cardi B's new hair care line and the controversy surrounding it. I feel like I'm the right person to talk about this for multiple reasons. One, I have been in the natural hair space for 10 years. Two, I started creating content in 2018 surrounding natural hair. Three, I'm unbiased. I've been following Cardi B for a long time, well before her love and hip hop days.
You know what? A girl have beef with me, she gonna have beef with me forever.
And around the time she started to get popular on social media, specifically on Instagram because of her funny videos.
Get my teeth done, to get my nose done, to remove my birthmark. No.
I did grow to like her, but I wouldn't consider myself a fan. So, if you live under a rock, Cardi B launched a new hair care line and it sold out in an hour. There's also been a lot of debates and controversy that I would love to get into today. So, let's first start with the controversy. There's a video that argues there's a lot of celebrities going into the natural hair space and launching hair care lines.
Anyone else feel like the natural hair care community is just becoming unnecessarily overwhelmed by the celebrity hair care lines?
You see this with examples like Tracy Ellis Ross's Pattern Beauty line. You also see this with Taraji P. Henson's line. Another example is Beyonce's Sacred. And I actually like this idea because I feel like everyone should have multiple streams of income. Also, as my favorite YouTuber, Lovely T, says,
The money is not money, and especially in the music industry.
Taraji, who I just mentioned, who has a hair care line, she was just talking about her financial struggles as a Black actress. And we all know musicians are struggling at an all-time high. Dropping music isn't even working right now. That's why you see all of these musicians, these older groups, going and touring right now, which I also love. Beyonce, another artist that I mentioned who has a hair care line, is touring like crazy. Always has. And I'm not mad at it. And Cardi, who we're about to talk about today, how many kids she have? She needs to be opening as much businesses as she can. I feel like as long as you are doing your research, as long as you really care about the quality and about your consumers, I don't see anything wrong with it. From the examples of Beyonce and Tracy Ellis Ross, they have been killing it with their hair care line. The branding is just top tier. The results are quality. I've tried both of their lines before and I have nothing negative to say about them. So, like I said, I'm not mad at it. That's my opinion about celebrities getting into the hair care space. Okay, so there's another argument that her hair care line is not for Black women nor for type 4 women because she doesn't have type 4 hair or she's not technically Black. Let's get into it. Do I think Cardi is the everyday average Black woman? Absolutely not. But I can clearly tell that she has Black features and it is proven that she has African descent. So, diving into the argument that her line isn't for Black women because she's Afro Latina, her products probably won't work on Black women. I disagree. I feel that her hair care line is for Black women because of her DIY kitchen remedy style that she uses, which Black women dominate when it comes to those type of rituals on our hair. Before she started this line, she will always show her hair journey and the examples of the DIY styles that she would do. And those methods, I believe, are tailored for more kinky, curly, natural hair types. So yeah, they're definitely for Black women. Also, there's this argument when it comes to the natural hair community that you can't use certain type of brands. And as a locked girly, I am learning that that's not really true. I think more so because we really care about our hair and we really like to highlight black brands when it comes to the natural hair space, which I really love. I don't think we should close ourselves off to other brands, especially when they are trying their hardest to promote diversity in hair. Are there some brands that we don't see the diversity, we don't see the push or the inclusivity to use their products? But I feel like we shouldn't just close off other brands that's doing the work and that's trying to invite all hair types. As a person that has locks, at first, I started to just only use brands that were just tailored for locks, but I've tried multiple brands and their products work really good with my hair. I tried the Sacred brand. I tried Amika. I'm starting to love that brand. And so I just want to encourage us not to feel so closed off. Like if it doesn't say kinky or curly hair, I think we should go to brands that cater to all hair types. Let's go into the conversation or the consideration that Cardi B's new hair care line is sparking controversy, maybe because of personal projections. My theory is that a lot of the controversy surrounding this line, and why a lot of Black women are not interested in this line, is because there is this argument that Cardi B hates Black women, specifically dark skinned women. Now, I have to keep it real because most of the times we've seen altercations surrounding Cardi, it has been with Black women. I don't really know off the top of my head a lot of arguments publicly that she's gotten into with people who weren't Black women. So when she was on Love and Hip Hop, I remember there was this one clip when she was at the reunion and she was screaming at this dark skinned Black woman.
What was the reason? What was the reason? What was the reason?
I will say at that time, watching that season, the woman that she was arguing with was the antagonist. She was doing a lot of messy stuff, and that resulted into Cardi reacting the way that she did. But I will say, when she argues with Black women, it does seem more passionate, and that is a problem. Another example is back and forth she had with Candace Owens. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not really mad at nobody who go off on Candace Owens. I'm gonna just say that. I remember there was a bunch of tweets on Twitter with her she was in an argument with a Black woman calling her a roach. Not okay. One thing that I also want to highlight, and this is my personal opinion, I realize that everybody will not agree with me, but there's a lot of celebrities that we've seen in the past that had problematic tweets, whether it was homophobia, racism, colorism within our community. And we do have to hold people accountable. But me personally, I don't believe in canceling people because of things that they said or did in the past. And you probably like, girl, please. But the reason why I say that is because me personally, I remember when I was younger, I said some crazy stuff or I did some crazy stuff trying to be funny. And I think that we should allow people to grow, hold them accountable. Yes, people should repent and apologize for the hurt that they caused a community. Me in my mid 20s now, I've grown a lot and I learned a lot. And there's some things that I just never will say anymore or cross the line anymore. And I do believe we should give other people that same grace. Unpopular opinion. Now, do I think she hates Black women? I don't think she hates Black women, but I do think that she's benefited from colorism, and that can be a major problem in how she shows up for Black women today, especially dark skinned Black women. Let's look at her background, okay? She grew up in the Bronx, where they really are crazy about their Afro Latinas, especially their light skinned women. And I do think that growing up in an environment like that, multiple times she's probably felt superior to dark skinned Black women. You know, this community has held her up on a pedestal, and it's kind of hard to humble yourself a little bit when you've grown up like that. And I do think that that has translated to some of her outbursts when it comes to dark skinned black women. Why is this an issue? Because Cardi B's audience promotes to black women. Her whole vibe, her whole culture, it caters to black women. Who else? I mean, it doesn't cater to white women. It doesn't cater. I don't even think it really caters to the Latina community. Like that's just how her environment has been the whole time. And I can understand why a lot of black women see this and like, you don't even like us. How are you going to expect us to buy your stuff? I also think we need to talk about demographics. When you think about Cardi B, like I said, she's from the Bronx. She caters to more hood black people and also celebrity black women. Celebrity black women support her, hood black women support her. So a lot of the people that aren't in that demographic aren't really feeling her like that. I feel like the controversy and the colorism and all of that has really damaged her when it comes to catering to the other type of black women. And I think if she wants this brand to be successful, I think she needs to get that other percentage of women. I don't know how. I don't know. But okay, I study politics and she politicking right now with this brand. I low key think she should do some type of damage control for that other demographic of black women. It's gonna be hard, but I think that it'll be worth it because this might be another controversial statement, but the demographic of more of our hood black women, I don't think a lot of them are really into the natural hair. When you talk about natural hair, most of our hood girls, they love their wigs. They love their sew-ins. I don't know, like I don't know. I'm not saying that no black woman from the hood or currently still lives in the hood don't wear her hair natural sometimes. But I'm saying when you think about the everyday black woman that wears her hair natural, I don't think a lot of them are messing with Cardi. There is another thing that I wanted to talk about, and I've seen a lot of people say that Cardi has 4C hair. Do I think that she has 4C hair? Absolutely not. I've seen Cardi's hair blown out, and I can tell that it isn't 4C hair, but I do think that it's type 4 hair. Actually, I would say I think this is really hard because we haven't seen her hair wet. So she does have that kinky, curly hair texture, but I would need to see it in some different stages. I will say I don't think her curls would be extremely loose, but I think she has some type of tightness to it. I would give Cardi maybe a 3C for A category. Also, I want to address hair types because I had an issue with my channel years ago. When I launched my channel, I focused on my loose curls, and I had a lot of people tell me that my hair wasn't 4C. So I promoted 4C tutorials. It was so bad to the point where I had to make a post on YouTube showing my hair a year ago before I got on YouTube, and I showed them, y'all, my hair is 4C. But I realized looking at the picture, my hair type changed in some areas. So in the front, it was more looser, but in that back, it was 4C. Can't nobody tell me. I trained my hair, and the front got really curly, but I'm telling y'all, it was not like that at first. But I can see why that's the issue now when it comes to promotion because people thought that it was clickbait, and I can understand why you're saying like, hey, like I have this type of hair and you're having this tutorial and I'm thinking my hair finna look like this and it ain't. And so I get it now, and thank you. As a grown woman now, I get it. I'm thankful that people, sparked the conversation, made me look differently at my hair. I appreciate it. I eventually start putting 4B and 4C hair, and I think that made it better. And you see a lot of YouTubers now doing multiple textures. And at first, when I used to look at the chart, I didn't really know you could have like different textures low key. Like I just remember, okay, my hair is 4C, like my hair is really, really, really tight and coarse. And so this picture, look how my hair was, and it's 4C. On the hair charts, it didn't show you like, oh, like this is for B and 4C hair. This is 3A and 3B hair. Like it didn't show the mixture. So me just going off top, I'm like, okay, my hair is 4C, so this is what it is. But people took it as like, oh, I was trying to clickbait. No, I really wasn't, but I understand why there was some confusion, and so I take full accountability. But anyways, let's get back to Cardi and this allegedly 4C hair. Cardi hair is not 4C, guys. Now, will I be trying this line? I have to say, I love the branding. I love how affordable it is. I think I seen like her shampoo was like $14. You can tell she's really taking this seriously and she really cares about just stepping into this space. And I would love to support the line. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys would want me to do any demos, any reviews on the line, please drop a comment and let me know, and I got you. Okay, but I think I touched on everything I wanted to talk about. Like I said, I know that everybody won't agree with me about a lot of the statements that I made today, but that's okay. Like I'm still interested in listening to your opinion. I like dialogue, and if you raise a point that I wasn't really thinking about, drop the comment. Like it's okay. I love to have a discussion. Let's just keep it cute, okay? Hope y'all enjoyed it. We should have uncomfortable conversations, accountability. Thank y'all for watching.